You didn't play much inside in high school. I think you had one or two playoff games.
One playoff game in my entire life where I played inside.
What's the biggest adjustment? What's the biggest part of that transition?
It's really just every play starts with sight. So, beginning in my career, all my life I've seen the game, from an outside perspective. So it's really just, getting used to, reading offensive linemen, from inside out and just little things like that. But, I've had 14 practices in the spring game, to actually get, the hang of it. So it's just going good.
Does it feel nice not to have people be able to run away from you in the formation?
It feels great. It feels great. Today was really just about being competitive and just getting after it, giving 100%. Everything isn't going to go the way you want it to go, but it's all about the next play.
There's still some pieces missing in this defense. You still have a lot of learning to do. Do you have a feel for how good this defense could be in the fall?
Yes, it's going to be a great year. We're coming together, and we're building that culture. To where we can all communicate and just be as one. And, as we're young, so that's really good. It plays a big part. When you're all fetching to get better and continuing to trying to learn. So we're gonna be nice this year.
You're just going to be a sophomore in the fall, but do you feel like you can exert yourself as a leader?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm taking that challenge on. I don't want to be looked as just a sophomore. I want to be a leader in the defense, on the team, and that's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be an honor. It's going to be great.
When did you kind of buy into what Brian Van Gorder was teaching you? I'm sure there was a little bit of a feeling out period. How long did that process take?
It took a few days, a few practices, but you just have to be very coachable. Don't act like you know it all. You have to be willing to accept the criticism and apply it to the game. Don't worry about how he says it, but concentrate on what he's actually saying. And once you develop that into your game, the sky's the limit.
Does he ever talk in a normal tone of voice?
He does. He's humorous at times. You may not see it, but it's all right.
Was there some trepidation on your part about when they first said, linebacker? I mean, you've been a guy coming off the edge.
Well, when I committed here, I committed to doing anything that would help the team win, and I'm stick to that. I'm a team first player. I'm not worried about myself and what I can do to contribute to the team. I just really want to do whatever it takes to help our team win.
You've got to feel like you have more control, kind of following up on what Eric asked you. More control over the situation, working from the middle of the field.
Yeah, it is. Watching guys like the great Manti Te'o, controlling things and really just regulating things from inside, and that's something that I'm looking forward to doing. And you really just have to take it in stride and just keep getting better.